important alert. A shocking arrest is about to happen. They tried to take your. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says Archangel Michael has descended urgently, carrying a message that must not be delayed, because time itself is trembling under the weight of what is about to unfold. My child, listen carefully, for this is not a casual message, this is not something you can brush aside, this is not a whisper meant for another, it is for you, and only you. Archangel Michael says it is an emergency. Do not ignore this, do not allow your doubts, distractions, or the noise of this world to blind you to the truth that is about to be revealed. An important alert is rising in the heavens, and it has your name written upon it. A shocking arrest is about to happen, and the very ones who tried to steal your destiny, the very ones who plotted against your entire future are about to be caught in the trap they set for you. They moved in silence, but heaven was watching. They spoke lies in the dark, but God heard every word. They tried to erase your name, but your name is etched into the palm of God's hand and cannot be removed. The Spirit of the Lord says you have endured sleepless nights wondering why things have been delayed, wondering why certain doors were slammed in your face, why people you trusted suddenly turned their back, why opportunities that were meant for you were snatched away and placed into the hands of others. It was not because you were unworthy, it was not because you lacked faith, it was not because you failed, no. It was because forces were working secretly to take what was rightfully yours. They tried to take your entire future. They tried to plant seeds of failure around you. They tried to set you up to fall so they could laugh at your downfall. But what they forgot, what they underestimated, was the hand of the Almighty God that covers you and the sword of Archangel Michael that fights for you. Even now, as I release these words, Archangel Michael says, Child of God, listen, the heavens have recorded their crimes. The book of remembrance has captured their deeds. The scales of justice have tilted, and what was once hidden is now about to be exposed. My child, do you understand the magnitude of this moment? They thought they could bury the truth forever, but God says nothing can remain hidden in the light of His glory. Their lies are unraveling, their schemes are collapsing, their secret alliances are breaking apart, and in this unraveling, a shocking arrest is about to happen. The same system they used against you will now turn against them. The very chains they prepared for you will bind their own hands. You have felt spiritual warfare pressing against you. You have felt like you were fighting invisible battles, like unseen hands were pulling strings to control outcomes around your life. At times, you cried out and wondered if God heard you, because the weight was too much. But Archangel Michael says, yes. Your cries were heard. Yes, your prayers reached the throne. Yes, every tear was recorded in heaven. And now the answer is descending swiftly. The heavens are no longer delaying. There is movement in the spiritual realm, and it is manifesting on earth. A shocking arrest is not just a headline. It is the fulfillment of divine justice. My beloved child, let your heart be strong, because when this happens, many will be shaken. The world will be surprised, but you will know in your spirit that it was God's hand. Those who mocked you will be silenced. Those who accused you will be exposed. Those who stood against you will have no place to hide. And you will remember this message that God warned you, that Archangel Michael cried out to you saying, "This is emergency, do not ignore this." Because you are standing at the edge of one of the greatest shifts in your life. They tried to take your future, but they failed. They tried to erase your legacy, but they failed. They tried to take what was promised to you, but God says, "I am restoring it with interest. I am returning to you what was stolen sevenfold. I am causing your enemies to watch as I elevate you. For the same hands that worked against you will soon be powerless, bound by their own corruption, brought to shame by their own choices." Archangel Michael says, "Stay alert, child. Do not let fear overtake you when you hear the news. Do not tremble when you see the ones you thought were untouchable being dragged into the open. Do not doubt when you hear the shocking arrest, because it is heaven's hand fulfilling divine prophecy. My child, this moment is not punishment for you. It is deliverance. This is the very moment the Lord has been preparing you for. This is why the delay was necessary. This is why the battle was so intense. This is why the warfare was so heavy. Because something had to be brought to completion in the spiritual realm before the earthly manifestation could appear. And now it is here. Even in this moment, I see the heavens opening and the angels standing in formation. I see Michael holding his sword high, declaring that the time of silence has ended. I see chains being broken in the spirit. I see papers, documents, signatures, all tied to lies, being burned in the fire of God. I see the faces of those who thought they were safe, now trembling, for their time of exposure has come. And you, child of God, will walk free while they face the consequence of their choices. This is not just about them. This is about you stepping into the destiny that was delayed but not denied. This is about you finally receiving what you prayed for. This is about doors opening that were long shut. This is about blessings that were locked suddenly being released. God says, what was once withheld is now pouring into your life. What was once blocked is now flowing without resistance. What was once impossible is now becoming reality. And the shocking arrest is the sign, the undeniable sign, that your time has come. You will see the downfall of those who rose against you, and you will know it is not your hand, but the hand of God. You will see the humiliation of those who laughed at your pain, and you will know it was not revenge, but divine justice. You will see the collapse of those who built false empires on lies, and you will know it was heaven making room for your elevation. God says, I am not a man that I should lie. I spoke to you in dreams. I whispered to you in the midnight hours. I confirmed my word through signs, and though the enemy tried to make you doubt, my promise has not changed. The covenant I made with you stands. The blessing I spoke over you still holds power. The inheritance I designed for you cannot be taken away. My child, it is emergency, do not ignore this message, because the shift is already happening. My child, as you sit with these words, I see the heaviness in your chest because your spirit knows I am not speaking lightly. You have been asking me for clarity, for answers, for truth, and now I bring it to you not in pieces, but in a flood. This confession that was spoken about you is heavier than you imagine. It was not a slip of the tongue. It was not a moment of weakness. It was a choice, a deliberate choice, to speak something against you that would shift the way others view you, the way opportunities are handed to you, the way trust surrounds you. And though they spoke in the shadows, I have brought it into my light because I will not allow you to keep walking forward without knowing. I will not allow my child to be deceived any longer. Michael is trembling as he cries. His armor gleams with the reflection of his tears. He has fought for you for so long, carrying battles you never even knew existed. He has stood at your door when the night was darker than you realized, when unseen forces tried to step in, when whispers of curses floated near your name. He drew his sword and cut them down before they could touch you. He shielded your bed when nightmares tried to invade your rest. He lit the path ahead of you when confusion threatened to overwhelm you. And still, in spite of all this, he feels helpless when you ignore him, when you skip the warnings he brings, because no amount of angelic battle can override your will to hear or not hear. Michael weeps because he knows the cost of your silence. He knows what it means to delay the truth one more day. He knows that every skipped moment of revelation is another brick in the enemy's wall against you. And my child, this is not a wall of stone or wood. It is a wall of words. Do you not understand how powerful words are? In the beginning, I created the heavens and the earth with words. I spoke, and it was. And in the same way, words spoken against you carry a force, an energy, a shaping of reality in the unseen. This person's confession was not a casual statement. It was a seed of destruction, planted deliberately, and they watered it with fear, with lies, with secrecy. But I, the Lord, do not allow seeds of darkness to grow unchecked when my chosen ones are involved. I uproot, I expose, I bring into the light, because only then can you walk freely into the destiny I designed for you. You will never be the same after you hear the full weight of this confession. Do you want to know why? Because the person who spoke it is someone you gave trust to. Someone you allowed close. Someone you would never have suspected to open their mouth in such a way. And that is why it will change you forever, because the mask will finally fall, and you will see them as I have always seen them. And though it will sting, it will also free you. You will no longer invest your heart where it is not safe. You will no longer build your plans around someone who secretly builds walls against you. You will no longer tie your spirit to a soul that cannot walk with you in truth. My child, the heavens are warring with urgency. I hear the cries of Michael, and I tell you again, this is not a joke. This is the moment where your decision matters. Will you open your spirit to this truth, or will you push it away, convincing yourself that maybe it's not the time? If you push it away, you are not just skipping words. You are skipping your own freedom, your own deliverance, your own divine shift. For the truth is not just information. It is a weapon. It is the sword that cuts through every lie, every chain, every false image built around you. The confession has already been echoed in the courts of heaven. I have heard it, Michael has heard it, the angels have recorded it. Now it waits for you. Do not imagine that by ignoring it, it will disappear. No, my child, words spoken remain in the atmosphere until they are either cancelled or fulfilled. If you do not step into this truth, the enemy will use those words as an accusation against you again and again. But if you open, if you receive, if you let Michael hand you the scroll, then you will hold the power to cancel it, to uproot it, to declare my justice over it. That is why this moment carries such weight. That is why Michael is not simply whispering but crying loudly, his voice echoing across realms, because he knows the cost of your delay. I see the questions forming in your heart even now. You wonder, who exactly is this person? What exactly did they say? My child, you already sense it. Deep down, your spirit has whispered it to you before. You brushed it off because it seemed unthinkable. How could someone you trusted, someone you respected, someone you thought cared about you, speak such things? But your spirit was not wrong. Those instincts, those sudden shivers, those uneasy feelings when you were with them, they were not imagination. They were my spirit stirring within you, warning you that something was wrong. And now, the confession proves it. They spoke against you not once, not twice, but repeatedly. They thought by confessing it to another person, they were releasing their burden, but in truth, they were planting poison in another heart. And I will tell you something more, my child, that person they confessed to. They have been using that information against you already. They smile to your face, but hold your secret shame in their hands, waiting for the right moment to strike. This is why you have felt resistance in unexpected places. This is why opportunities you deserve slipped through your fingers. This is why people who once supported you grew cold without explanation. They were influenced by the confession, by the words spoken in secret, words you never even knew existed. But today, I say no more. I am breaking the silence. I am tearing the veil. I am allowing you to know what heaven already knows. You will never be the same because ignorance will no longer chain you. You will walk in truth, and though it may pierce like a sword at first, it will also heal you. The wound of betrayal will be real, but the freedom from deception will be greater. Michael is still crying, his voice trembling as he says again, do not skip this. Do not wait. Do not treat this as another word you will get back to later. This is the moment where heaven has aligned to bring you the truth, and if you pass it by, you will remain in the dark while others use your own story against you. My child, you were never meant to be a victim of their words. You were never meant to carry the weight of their confession unknowingly. You were meant to stand in the light, to see, to know, and to walk free. And so I stretch my hand toward you now. I ask you to take it. To trust me. To believe that even though this truth will shake you, it will not destroy you. For I am your God, and I do not reveal to break, I reveal to heal. My beloved child, this is not a coincidence that you are reading this right now. It is a divine moment prepared for you, a time when heaven itself interrupts your day to deliver a message that can alter your destiny forever. God says, this is urgent, this is for you, this is not to be ignored. Archangel Michael has sounded the trumpet in the realm of spirit because an emergency has been revealed. Something you did not know, something hidden, something prepared in darkness against you, is being uncovered by the light of God at this very hour. God says, a shocking arrest is about to happen, and you must understand what this means for you and for your life. They tried to take your entire future. They tried to snatch from you what heaven itself had written for you, but they could not succeed because the hand of the Lord rests upon you, and His word cannot be stolen, altered, or cancelled. Do not be afraid, do not let your heart shake, for the Lord your God walks with you even in the valley of shadow, even in the hour of exposure, even in the moment where evil hands are caught red-handed in their schemes. Heaven has been watching, angels have been recording, and Archangel Michael has been standing guard, unsheathing his sword of fire to cut off every trap, every scheme, every secret plan meant to destroy your path. You were never alone, not even for a second, even when you thought no one saw the battles you faced, the betrayals you endured, and the lies spoken against you. God says, He saw it all, and now He rises to bring justice. There are those who thought they could laugh at your pain, those who believed that their false power could determine the story of your future, those who invested time, money, and energy in trying to block your blessings. They whispered in darkness, they gathered in secret, they plotted behind closed doors, but God says the time of exposure has come. The very ones who tried to take your inheritance, your happiness, your divine promise, are about to be arrested not only in the physical realm but also in the spirit. Chains are falling upon them, the hand of heaven is moving, and divine authority is declaring that no more shall you be mocked. My child, listen closely, this shocking arrest is not just a story about someone else, it is a spiritual sign for you. It represents the breaking of spiritual prisons that were meant to cage you. It represents the defeat of hidden enemies who smiled at your face, but carried daggers behind their backs. It represents the end of a cycle where you felt powerless against those who seemed to hold control over your life. The Lord says you are stepping into freedom, you are walking into a season where what was taken is being returned, where what was denied is being released, and where the truth that was buried is being uncovered for all to see. God says you must not let fear cloud you now. You are safe, you are covered, you are surrounded. The blood of Christ has marked you, the angels of the Most High encamp around you, and Archangel Michael himself has been dispatched to fight for you in this very hour. The reason this feels urgent is because heaven does not delay when justice is demanded. You have cried, you have prayed, you have wondered why it seemed like nothing was happening, but now suddenly things will turn, suddenly the hidden will be revealed, suddenly the mighty hand of God will show the world that He defends His own children. Beloved, trust in this. God is not only exposing those who tried to take from you, He is also setting up your restoration. What they tried to remove from you will return in double portion. The opportunities they blocked will multiply before your eyes. The love they tried to poison will be purified and restored in truth. The finances they tried to steal will overflow from unexpected sources. God is saying, do not be surprised when in the very same place they tried to shame you, He lifts you up in honor. This rest is a prophetic sign of divine reversal. Those who dug a pit for you will fall into it themselves. Those who lied about you will be caught in their own web of deception. Those who mocked your faith will tremble when they see that your God has answered you. They thought you were weak, they thought you were finished, they thought they had the final say, but God says only He has the final word, and His word for you is victory, safety and breakthrough. My beloved child, lean into prayer now more than ever. Do not allow distractions to steal this moment from you. Speak to God with honesty, cry if you need to, release your pain into His hands because He is listening, He is responding, and He is moving faster than you can imagine. You must know that this message did not come to you by chance, but because your soul cried out and heaven answered. Archangel Michael has declared, "Do not ignore this." It is an emergency because the shift is happening now, not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. Do not doubt yourself. Do not let the enemy convince you that this message is not for you. God is personal, He is intentional, and He knows how to reach you in the exact moment you need it. Right now you need strength and He gives it. Right now you need clarity and He gives it. Right now you need protection and He sends His angelic army to surround you. Even if everything around you looks dark, believe that the light of God is breaking in. Even if it feels like the storm is strong, believe that His voice still calms the waves. Even if you feel tired of fighting, believe that heaven is fighting for you now. This rest is a spiritual declaration that justice is not delayed any longer. Those who tried to take your entire future cannot hold what God has placed in your hands. What is yours will not be stolen, what is promised will not be broken, what is sealed by heaven will not be tampered with by man. Stay calm, my child, stay in prayer, stay in faith. God is doing this not only to protect you but also to show the world that His hand is mighty. Your life will be a testimony, your story will be a witness, your breakthrough will be undeniable. Do not be afraid of what you hear or see in the days ahead because no matter how shocking the arrest, no matter how intense the exposure, you are covered, you are safe, you are chosen. God says, "Remember this truth, no weapon formed against you shall prosper." They formed weapons, they formed lies, they formed traps, but nothing prospered and nothing ever will. You are shielded by the Most High and His plans for you are unshakable. Trust Him, pray to Him, and walk in peace. The world may shake, people may fall, secrets may be exposed, but you will stand because you are rooted in the everlasting love of God. This is your urgent message, this is your divine alert, this is the sign you have been waiting for. Heaven is on your side. Trust in God, stay in prayer, and prepare for the mighty reversal that has already begun. You are safe, you are loved, and your future is secure in the hands of the Almighty. My beloved child, hear this message with the weight and urgency that heaven is pouring into your heart right now. God says this is not something you can take lightly because the atmosphere is shifting and a divine intervention is already in motion. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sounding the trumpet of alert, and he is commanding you to open your spirit wide because the truth is being revealed. There is a storm that was meant to wipe away your peace, to take away your entire future, but God is stepping in at this exact moment to protect, expose, and deliver you. What the enemy intended as a trap will be reversed. What they thought they could hide will be laid bare in the sight of heaven and earth. A shocking arrest is about to happen, and it is not random, it is tied to what was designed against you. They wanted to bind your destiny, but instead they will be bound by the very chains they forged. God says, you are not to fear, you are not to be shaken, you are not to doubt. My hand has been upon you from the very beginning, and though they schemed in shadows, they could never remove the light I have placed over your life. Do not be surprised when you hear the news, for this is part of the divine unfolding, the heavenly order that is rewriting the lies spoken against you. Heaven has already recorded your innocence. Archangel Michael has already fought in the unseen, cutting away the snares they built to entangle you. The sword of truth has already been raised, and the hammer of justice is about to strike. You must understand, child, that the battle was never just about what you see with your eyes, it was about silencing your purpose, blocking your blessings, and erasing the bright future that heaven scripted for you. But God says, enough, enough of the delays, enough of the deception, enough of the attacks. The time has come for exposure, the time has come for reversal, the time has come for your enemies to face the very consequences of what they plotted in secret. They wanted to destroy your future, but instead they have signed their own downfall. They wanted to break you, but instead they will watch you rise, untouched, guarded, and elevated by my power. The shocking arrest is a signal, a divine sign to you that what was hidden in darkness is now being dragged into the light. This is not just a matter of earthly law, it is a matter of divine justice. Heaven's court has already ruled in your favor, and now earth will echo that judgment. God is not silent. He is not ignoring your tears. Every prayer you whispered, every cry you released, every time you said, "Lord, help me, I can't carry this alone," He was listening. And now the answer is manifesting. Now the unseen is becoming visible. Now the invisible protection is becoming undeniable proof that God never left you, not even for a moment. Do not let fear grip you when you see the shaking begin. The arrest that is coming is not to hurt you but to free you. It is a sign that the chains are broken, that the oppression has lifted, that the schemes are collapsing. Those who mocked you, those who thought you would never escape, will be silenced. They will see that the God who defends you is not a God of half measures, but a God who brings full justice, full truth, and full restoration. God says, "My child, I am turning this for your good." The same moment that feels like the end for them will become a beginning for you. The tables are turning and the power is shifting. What they stole will be returned. What they blocked will be released. What they tried to bury will rise again, stronger, brighter, and unstoppable. Archangel Michael is crying out with urgency, stay alert. Do not dismiss the signs. Do not brush aside this warning. Heaven is moving quickly, and you must remain in faith, rooted in trust, unwavering in your belief that God is with you. Michael has already positioned angels around you, around your home, around your name, around your future. He is shielding you so that not a single fiery arrow of the enemy can pierce your soul. The battle is fierce, but victory is certain. Do not forget that. Every trembling you feel right now is not weakness. It is the power of the Spirit moving through you, awakening you to the reality that something monumental is about to unfold. God says this shocking arrest is the unraveling of years of hidden plots. It is the dismantling of strongholds that tried to keep you locked in cycles of fear, lack, and delay. You are stepping into freedom, but before freedom comes, there must be exposure. Before the promised blooms, the weeds must be torn out. This is what you are witnessing. You are safe. You are guarded. You are loved beyond measure. Do not forget that, not even for a second. God says, rest assured, Nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing. I am your shield, your refuge, your fortress, your hiding place. When the storm rages, you will not be consumed. When the fire burns, you will not be harmed. When the waters rise, you will not drown. My hand will carry you through, and you will stand on the other side testifying of my goodness. And so, child, lift up your heart in prayer. Pray without fear. Pray without hesitation. Pray knowing that every word leaves your lips like fire, strengthening the heavenly forces already fighting for you. Say, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I surrender to you. Lord, I believe you are working even when I cannot see. That prayer alone shakes the foundations of what the enemy tried to build. That prayer tears apart the lies and anchors you in truth. The shocking arrest is coming, and it is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of your deliverance. God says, watch. Be patient. Stand still, and you will see the salvation of the Lord. The future they tried to steal is being restored. The destiny they tried to erase is being rewritten in bold, unshakable letters of victory. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not defeated. You are a child of the Most High God, and no scheme of man, no plan of the enemy, no weapon formed against you can ever prosper. Remain strong. Trust deeply. Pray continuously. The emergency has already been met with heaven's solution, and your safety is guaranteed. If you believe in God, type Amen,